Well, well, yeah, yeah. Oh,
Yep.
well, good evening, guys, and welcome to Sidejag, the show where we talk about movies, music, entertainment, pizza, popcorn, and all that fun stuff. Tonight, well, we're gonna take another look at a movie, do a deep dive, not really, into the newest movie on Netflix, which is Don't Look Up.
Actually,
Promises to be
it's
exciting.
Just Look Up.
Oh, is it Just Look Up?
It's Just Look Up.
Just Look Up. Oh, the
So
song.
we know what camp you fall into now. You've outed yourself. You're in the Don't Look Up camp.
Just look me up.
Right, exactly.
Anyways, but before we get to that, let's talk about what's been going on in the world. You've seen Spider-Man, like you saw it a couple weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
So Haley and I went and saw it Sunday. She wasn't feeling good, so she fell asleep during the movie, and she was so pissed. No. She was so bummed because she's like, "I woke up at all the crappy scenes," and I was like, "Dude, we didn't have to go."
Yeah.
So my takeaway from the movie is the movie was fabulous, as I expected it would be. It's the third movie in the series. We know these characters. Kevin Feige has the formula to make these things rock and roll and romance. The secret plot of the movie was freaking cool as shit. Yeah. I laughed my ass off. I mean, yeah, this is what happens when you put several $100 million into production, into characters that we already know. That's my point here, because like we knew everybody that was in that movie. We've lived with them for many years. We've seen 10 different movies from Sunday that have those characters in them, so they can literally just write a cool piece for us to look at that's 2.5 hours, and we're all happy because it's just the movie. Like if you took that movie, like if you knew nothing about any of those characters, that movie would have sucked.
Trash. Yeah, it'd be trash.
But I mean garbage, because it's like, I don't know.
It has 22 years of history to build upon.
Yeah, and she doesn't have COVID. She just was tired. Long day. But if you were to watch all 10, 20,000 years of it, was great. And I laughed. Oh my God. I was happy. It was just like, it's exactly what I wanted. Here was the rub, because there's always a rub in my life. Never anything that simple. So we have a Cobb movie theater here in the mall. And like, if you've ever watched Dean and Haley do movie reviews, we would walk in and show, let's say during COVID, they decided to rebuild the whole movie theater, and they put the cool.
Oh, shit.
No, it's shit. Because they also put a railing right in front of it. And so
you were eye level with it.
Dude, you had to go down to where it was just at the bottom of the screen. So you were kind of like not reclined all the way, because you couldn't, because if you did, the bar, and that, like, dude, I'm like, I go, there's no way you can even see the screen from the corner, because they had handrails. If you would get the corner seat, the handrail is like this in front of the screen. I was like, I would be so pissed. Why did you even put a chair there? Like, it's not even a sellable seat. So I always sit in the top row, which is fine, because I like, I don't want anybody behind me. Not that it matters anymore, because the person behind you is literally 6 feet away from you. So it's no big deal. You don't have to worry about anybody putting their feet on your chair. But the whole middle of the theater, the first 2 rows were, just regular recline. Last row is recline. The whole middle of the theater is D-box. Okay. I'm like, there's literally just 3 rows of normal chairs. And I don't want D-box. Like, I don't want to watch a movie like this.
Yeah.
But the whole theater because all the seats are doing this in unison. So the whole theater is like, even though you're not in a D-box, you're like.
How did Haley fall asleep during that?
She didn't feel good. She was just tired, man. We had a long
Did she bring
day.
the blanket? If you had reclining seats.
Oh, she would have had a blanket. She wouldn't even have woke up at the end. I mean, it would have been over. I mean, it was like crap. But so that kind of ruined it for me. And I was like, which we filmed it, and it was kind of funny because it was like the first movie back like in 3 years that we've been able to do a movie review on, and she fell asleep during it. But that kind of brought up the point. It's like, all right, what was more fun? So I have a home theater. Okay,
Yeah.
not like a room, but my living room is my home theater. We got a big 80-inch TV. We got tons of speakers, tons of sound, amps. It's loud. It does all that shit. And everything is, whether it's a documentary on Discovery Channel, one of Haley's stupid, oh my God, you're not going to believe what happened. He's so cute. It's all just ready to go. So to me, going to a movie theater wasn't that exciting. Like, yeah. I was like, I still want to watch it at home. I'll pay the $25. I mean, this movie for the two of us to see it was like $30.
Yeah.
I was like, I would rather just pay the $30 and sit in my living room and go pee and like get something out of the refrigerator and like pause it for a second to wake her up. I don't know. I wasn't overwhelmed with going back to the movie theater like I thought I would be. It didn't do anything for me.
So I only want to see them in certain theaters. Like even within the theater, there's 2 or there's 4 big ones, and they're the ones that have the really nice screen, the really nice big stadium seat instead of just small. So I want to watch them in that or the IMAX in Branson.
Okay.
Watching in that, they have the reclining leather seats and all that stuff, and there's nothing in your view. Yeah, you're literally up above everybody, and the screen's freaking as big as the world. Yeah. So
well, and to me that would make sense because it's like that's something I can't do at home.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't have a parabolic screen in front of me where I can watch, that. To me, that's worth going to because that's a really nice experience. And I think that's going to have to be the new standard. Like if it's not in like a giant IMAX crazy ass screen where it's like, if I'm paying $30, I want this thing to be a real freaking experience. But this was just a movie theater. Like I have a recliner. I don't need I liked regular movie theater chairs. This is what I want.
Yeah.
I don't. Oh my God. I don't know who's been sleeping on this chair before me. What the hell? Ooh, creepy. So I don't know.
Do you guys have the good ones where they bring you food and stuff out?
So that's what this just turned into, and they're just fine. Like I don't know if they have employees enough yet to do that. So so it has the cool thing that comes out, and they have the whole kitchen, and they built a giant, beautiful. I mean, it's a beautiful theater. Like I'm like, you guys are really hoping people come back out to these things. They built a beautiful bar. It's gorgeous what they did to this thing, but I just don't know if it's gonna ever. Yeah, I mean, I don't. For one, they put it in the mall, which it's like the mall is. I told Haley, I said, I think one of 2 things. Like they're supposed to be building this big arcade restaurant in there, but they've been trying to do that for like 4 years, it seems like. So I don't think it's ever going to happen. Sears was in there, and they've just walled off where Sears was. So it's like there's a whole giant another building behind this wall.
There's a shitload of Craftsman tools on the other side.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like the mall is dying, and I was like, the only thing that would save this is if they sold like part of the mall off to like a hotel chain, and they just built a giant hotel there because it's Clearwater. Okay. Yeah. It's Florida. A hotel would succeed there. Okay. And a hotel there's lots of that's where the Cheesecake Factory is and BJ's and PF Chang's. And so there's really good restaurants there. So it's like the hotel would actually probably save the mall. Or build a go-kart track in there. I'm all for that too. Because we have a mall here in Orlando that they actually did that too.
Oh, really?
They turned it into like the world's biggest Chuck E. Cheese style thing. So it's like a full indoor track, museum, a car museum, like giant arcade.
Damn.
Yeah, it's right down the street from Disney. I haven't done it yet, but it's like that used to be where like Bass Pro Shop was. So it's this huge mall. I'm like, ooh, that looks fun.
Yeah, it gets crazy in Orlando. We last time we stayed right on that main strip in Orlando, not in Kissimmee, but the main.
Yeah,
it's a freaking nightmare.
International Drive.
Yes, International Drive. It's like, my God, it's a nightmare.
Yeah,
but yeah, we had the ones that served the food. It's closed now.
Right.
This was pre-COVID. It got shut down before COVID, but they had like a 5-star restaurant. So it was a really fancy restaurant.
Yeah.
And they showed kind of like, they didn't show a lot of mainstream movies, it's kind of boutique movies, but they played some. And, well, they bring you the food. The cool thing is, like, you run out of your drink, guess what? You push the button, they come refill it. You got to go nowhere.
Yeah, so we had this one called the Cinema Cafe, which was like the crappiest screen in the world, the crappiest sound system. It was like literally if you just found a crappy bar and put a 20-foot screen in there and played a movie on it and had waiters and waitresses run around selling you bar food. Yeah. But it was fun because it was like, you could get a burger and fries and you sit at a table and everyone's just kind of chilling out. You know what you're going to get. And like if you got a nice B-run movie that you're like, I kind of don't want to see this. It's like, hey, why don't we all go see this shitty movie and we'll get some food? Hey, that sounds like a good idea, And but that's closed because of COVID. At Downtown Disney, or Disney Springs as it's called now, they have a big AMC there that if you go on one side, it's a big restaurant that serves at the theater, and then if you go on the other side, it's the theater. So I don't know. I don't know where movie theaters even matter anymore. Which sucks because I really enjoyed the movie theater experience. I just don't enjoy it now because I've been it's like 2 years. You can't go to the movies. And then you finally go to one. You're like, nah, I liked being home. For example, this movie.
Yeah.
This movie was a stretch to sit and watch in one sitting.
I didn't realize it was 2.5 hours.
It was a hard pill to swallow.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, so the premise for this movie is basically everything that's happened in the last 5 years. Insert a asteroid hitting the planet instead of COVID.
Yeah.
And other than that, the names have been changed to protect the innocents. The political parties were changed to protect the innocent. But other than that, it's basically the same shit. It's like if you've ever seen Idiocracy, you'll love this because it's on the same vein. I don't even know how to explain it other than Leonardo DiCaprio and Hunger Games girl.
Yeah.
What's
Jennifer
her first
Lawrence.
name? Jennifer.
Yeah.
She finds a comet that's coming towards the Earth.
Yeah.
And this triggers like, oh crap, it's gonna hit the Earth in 6 months and a couple days.
Right.
Shit, we need to tell people. And it starts out like it's actually going to be important. Like they contact the right people from NASA, they get the other people on the phone, and it's like, we need to get to the White House. We need to get there right now. And that's where it goes.
That's where we meet Meryl Streep
as president. Yeah. And her son is which is
Jonah Hill.
Is the not the
Secretary,
vice president.
Chief of staff.
Cokehead. He's basically a cokehead. Through the whole movie. And that's it. And it spirals out of control from there. It's painfully realistic and probably exactly what would happen. And it has the only ending that could make that movie work. I love the ending. Like,
did you watch the after credit scene? Is that the ending you're talking about? There was an
after credit scene. After credit scene. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, of course. But the actual ending. Screw the after credit scene. That was dumb. But no, the ending is the only ending that would work for that movie. They all had to die.
Yeah. Well, it was coming. I mean, it was like
you're just praying that they did. It was like, just kill us. Just for the love of God, just kill us because we're all stupid. We don't deserve to live. We really don't.
Well, as I was watching this movie, I was like, if you see yourself affiliated with a certain group, whatever it be, political group today, you're offended by this movie. It doesn't matter what group it is.
Oh yeah,
because they're saying they're making fun of the Trump people, they're making fun of the celebrity worship people, they're making fun of
everybody.
Everybody
gets made fun of in this movie. And what's even funnier, which is the funniest rub, is that they modeled her after Trump, but made her a Democrat.
Yeah. That's why I was like, that's freaking hilarious. That is hilarious.
I was like, wait, what? Oh my gosh, this is great.
Like, F everybody. F all you.
Oh, this.
Yeah, that was funny.
I mean,
Dude, like Jonah Hill, where he kept calling her like girl with the dragon tattoo in different
oh my
variations.
gosh,
Oh,
yeah, yeah, he was hilarious. Like every scene he was in, he was like, "You want to come in?" No, and shuts the door.
yeah.
You know, yeah.
He's
Oh
like, we
no,
got you some crackers and water. You don't have to
yeah.
throw them
Why?
down.
Yeah, why do you have to throw? Why do you throw? You know, tell me the world's gonna blow up again. The world's gonna blow up again. Oh, make love to me. You know, you're just like, what the hell? Leonardo DiCaprio does a fabulous job in this movie, as expected.
Yeah.
Jennifer is her role in this is
Deadpan as hell.
yeah, and they just make her look like you would think a nerd would look, and
Yeah. She got the
is
straight
just,
bangs that
oh my
the bangs were
gosh,
killing me,
and
dude.
she just loses it. Tyler Perry was fabulous. I don't know
Oh,
who the
yeah.
blonde chick was that was next.
I
to
don't
her.
know either. I was gonna ask you. I don't know if
Yeah,
she's famous or what.
I think she is. I thought they just gave her blonde hair, but it was like, what the hell? But the sad thing is it looked so real. Like you kind of felt like
Right.
if someone tells you in 6 months there's going to be a comet that hits the planet, you're not going to believe them at all. No matter if every single scientist says, "Hey, this shit is real. We need to do something." No.
Don't look up.
Don't look up. Don't look up. And then the one guy looks up and goes, "You've been lying to us the whole time. Oh shit!" Yeah.
Yeah. That's freaking like this is like it's already happened. It's like this movie has happened just not with an asteroid, you know. So
yeah. Don't believe the people with proper education.
Right.
That's what this movie is basically on. You're all stupid. Yeah. And like even the cell phone guy, you know, the Ready Player One guy. Hey guys, what's going on?
Oh my god, that dude! Like, was he supposed to be like the Mark Zuckerberg?
Yes, he was the Mark Zuckerberg.
Okay, because I was like, this dude is
creepy as
a mother.
Well, actually, I think he's more of the Elon Musk character. I think he's just a combination of all rich, all rich, crazy people. Because he's like, hey, we have rockets already. We have our own rockets. You know, it's like,
yeah.
And an hour and a half or an hour into the movie, they sent Hellboy up to blow up. So the plan was, which was a great plan. They were going to send a bunch of nukes with Hellboy, Ron Perlman, up into space, and he's guiding the nukes towards the asteroid. They're going to blow up a big concussion explosion next to the asteroid to throw the asteroid off course so that it would miss the planet. In the midst of doing this, though, the nerd cell phone guy comes in and he's like, "There's all these minerals and like it's worth $1 gazillion and it'll save world hunger and we'll do all this shit. How are we going to get it down out of the sky into the earth?" So he's got all these robots that are going to go up there and they're going to break it into a bunch of little pieces and then have it all fall in the Pacific and then they'll mine them, which shockingly doesn't happen at all.
The best part is when they start messing up, and he's like, "No, it's good, it's good." And then, well, how many do we need to do this? And he's like, "You know what? I think I have to use the restroom. I need to go to the bathroom."
The president's like, "I do too."
Yeah.
And she tells her son, "No, you're fine. You can stay."
Well, and then the funny part, that dude's like, "I got kids," and then the other guy's like, fuck this, I got kids. And the other dude's like, "I'm doing an 8-ball."
Yeah. I heard that. That was the best. Or like when they're in bed, Leonardo DiCaprio and her in bed, she's like, "Well, tell me about yourself." "Well, I have this is her saying, I have like 4 master's degrees, I speak 10 different languages, all this, I've been married and divorced twice." And he's over there like, "Well, there's this one time at band camp kind of story." And you're just going, wait a minute, you're a professor. I mean, like, why didn't, no, he doesn't say any of that shit. And you're just like, she's weird.
Yeah, there was a bunch of scenes like that, man.
What was your favorite scene, so to speak?
So, I don't know. So I like the scenes, like you feel Leonardo DiCaprio's like the character he's playing in there, his like anxiety and like it's so like he's just paralyzed by it, and then that tension that's kind of what I like about the whole movie, that that building tension where he finally just
Oh,
he's been doing the tour, saying all the bullshit they want him to say. And then he finally gets on there with Tyler Perry and his girlfriend and just unloads. That's probably my favorite scene.
Yeah. And then in the next scene, he's sitting in the car with a mask over his head.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Believe it
It's
or
like,
not,
oh, you know, he's like, the FBI doesn't do the mask. It's the CIA. But I asked the FBI to do it.
yeah. Jonah Hill, what a prick. Honestly, my favorite scene was the end of the movie where they're all sitting there eating dinner. Like he goes home, he makes up with his wife, and his wife is like, you know, when we were dating in college, I screwed this guy.
I screwed Paul Tran.
Yeah, and he's like, what?
He's like, fair enough.
Yeah, okay, we're all gonna die, so it really doesn't matter, you know. But they're all just, you know, they've all just sat there, and it's like, this is the end of the world. We've done our best. Let's sit down and we'll have some salmon and some finger potatoes, and we'll eat some pie that's store bought, not homemade, because store bought pie is always better. You know, and they'll just. To me, that summed up everything. That was like, you know, when you're looking at what just happened throughout this movie, you're like, honestly, you knew that this was going to be the ending. Like at the beginning of the movie, you're like, we're going to die. There's no question about it. Like all this stress and all this headache, we're going to die. You know, you got your 30 seconds of fame. Now you're dead. Like
I didn't think they had the balls to do it. I was thinking, there's no way it's going to be something, and it's like, oh yeah, they were right the whole time. It never was a threat. I figured the last minute something was going to happen, and they're like, oh, see, you were stupid the whole time. It was a hoax.
No, I was praying to God that they would all die. I wanted them. I was like, please. And then when the spaceship was trying to get away, I was hoping it would hit an asteroid.
Yeah, me too.
I was like, God, and you know.
But the after credit scene paid off from that.
Yeah, they ate the president. That was wonderful.
And like, the rest of them were fixing to get it.
Yeah. Well, only 54 people on my shuttle didn't make it.
Right.
You know?
Well, the favorite part, when he says, I know all about you. I even know how you die. And it's unremarkable. Then later on, the president's like, you know,
how do I die?
I don't want to know, but I want to know. You die by a Bronco Tech or something like that. We don't know what it means.
Yeah. And then she dies by this strange alien creature, and they go, I think that's a whatever. Yeah, and you're like, oh shit, don't pet them. And why were they all naked? That was the only thing I was like, why are they all naked? Why do we all have these old fat guys?
It's like a cult. At this point, it's a cult, so I just assumed that they had to.
So weird.
Yeah.
So weird. What's up, Fro? Yeah, the movie was hard to watch. I'm not gonna lie. It was hard to watch. Because it was just like, oh my God, this hurts so much. You know, they're like, sorry, we can't talk. You know, we're done. You didn't rate. Your rating. You know, no one was retweeting you, and you know, it's like, what?
Yeah. Then he gets home, and he's got I got my own website, and he said, I've got to be on here. His wife's trying to get him to get out and do something. I've got 250,000 followers. I've got to
pay attention to these. You know, I mean, the sad thing is it hurts. It just hurt to watch because you could see, like the Michael Chiklis character that was basically like the Fox News correlation for this. Like the asteroid is literally coming to blow up the world, and he goes, next up, the thing that everyone is talking about, and he's like, you know, sex in old folks' homes. You know, it's like, stay tuned right after the commercial, and it's like, wait, what? You know, because they're again denial until the end, like it doesn't exist. You know, it was I mean, everything about it was just like, oh my God, is he ever gonna throw it to any movie? Yeah, I have.
The Last Samurai.
That and Nobody. And
Nobody.
I mean, shit, even the movie we watched, trust me, I'm giving this a thumb up. I think everybody needs to watch this. It's just hard to watch. I mean, it's not an easy movie to sit through. That's for sure. But it's a good movie. It was definitely worth watching. I mean, I wouldn't not turn it away. I just also am responsible enough to say it's a hard movie to watch.
Well,
You
we
know?
lived through it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, some people are going to be really pissed off after watching this movie. I mean, when
Oh,
you were
definitely.
watching it, you literally texted me and you're like, "Oh my god, man! If these guys
Yeah.
watch this movie, there's going to be some
They can
people
get
that are
mad.
just like, screw this movie, dude." So the scene that I laughed my ass off is they're on the battleship, okay, in the harbor, and
Yeah.
she's confirming to everyone that yes, the world is definitely going to end in 4 months. But we're gonna do everything we can to save us, and yay, America, go! And then
Yeah.
all the fireworks and shit explode, and you're just like, what the hell is going on? You know?
Yeah.
In the back of my mind, I'm thinking, I saw Armageddon. Okay. That was a great movie. Where's the Bruce? You know, like
Yeah.
but here's the funny part. Like back then, like if you go back to the late 90s, early 2000s, that's what you thought, you know, Armageddon, that's what you thought would happen. There was no
Yeah.
question in your mind. The black SUVs pull up, the FBI
They're going to
gets out,
handle it. Right.
they
Yeah.
get the guys that they need that have already been flagged for, like, if when shit hits the fan, you need to get these guys.
Right.
And they gather them all up and they take them to the secret, you know, Area 51 style place. And like, this is what's happening, guys. Thoughts?
Yeah.
This movie's 180 from that, and you're going, I guarantee it. And like when Jennifer is sitting there with all the kids, and they're like, dude, I bet you, and she's like, you'd be surprised how dumb. It's not there. No, you're wrong in so many ways.
I like the part, like Jonah Hill, when they're at their little rally, he's like, you know, I've never been poor like you poor people, but we need you poor people to help us rich people make the world better for you poor people.
Yeah. There's 3 kinds of people in the world. There's you, the working class. There's them, and then there's us. And we need them to make you guys look better. So that we're all better. Yeah. I've heard a lot of, oh no, the other scene. I've heard a lot of prayers, you know, for like people, but I'd like to pray. I'd like to put out a prayer
or things,
for things. Like I really like my shoes and my clothes, and I got a really badass car, you know. And he's just, I want to say a silent prayer for things because I like my things. Just going, go do some cocaine, man.
Everybody in this movie, this was a Netflix only movie, right?
Yes.
Because this thing is like very well acted. I will say the only bad actors are Ariana Grande and what's his name, but they're just playing themselves. So
yes,
you know,
dude, did you listen to the lyrics to her song?
Yes, it
was fucking hilarious. Oh my god, and I can't stand. Oh hey, there's our spammer.
Right.
I can't stand Ariana Grande at all, ever. Like I hated her when she was on TV. I don't like her music, and seeing her perform hurts me, my eyes. And when he goes, hey, I heard about your breakup. Real sorry about that. Shut up, you old fuck. Mind your own business.
That was classic.
Jennifer just kind of looks at her like,
that was the best part. She was all cool, like, oh, it's so dope. You guys found a comment and all that.
And the whole time I'm thinking, you know, it'd be great if, like, this movie could have gone so many ways, but if Jennifer Lawrence would have got up and just punched her right in the fucking face.
Yeah, that would have been good.
Oh my God. I would have been like, I'm sending somebody money. Because shit. Yeah, hold on. What was it? Yeah. No, you'd never bag on my movie. Give me a break.
No.
Yeah, it's okay. But wishful thinking.
So, where'd you land on this? What did you think about it overall?
I felt sad. I really did. I just felt sad watching it because I was like, God damn it. We're all going to die.
Yeah.
We're all going to die. I mean, today is a perfect example of that. Physically, the calendar day today is a perfect example of we're all going to die. Like this shark has jumped the pool. The train has jumped the track. Yeah, I mean,
yeah. So we're at existential crisis. That's the rating
yes,
for this.
yeah. It's like, I think you should watch it.
Yeah.
Maybe think. I doubt it, but
yeah.
I mean, they picked the story from somewhere. There's no original thought anymore, guys. So it's not like they came up with this one out of the blue and said, "Hey, no, this was literally like, all right, let's make a movie about the last, I don't know, 6 or 8 years, and what should we make it about? Well, we can't make it about a disease that's going to kill the planet. That wouldn't be fun. Let's just swap that out for an asteroid that's going to kill the planet. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Right.
I like that one because Deep Impact was on the other day too, which was funny. Before I watched this, I was like, Deep Impact is on. Why would that be on? Why would
I haven't
that?
seen that one forever.
Oh God, it's a shitty movie.
Wait, two movies come out the same time. Deep Impact and something else.
Armageddon.
And Armageddon, right? And nobody watched Deep Impact.
No, because it sucked. Dude, I was watching that. I'm going, oh my God! Like the best scene in the movie. The best scene in the movie is at the very end when Tia Leone is on the beach with her estranged dad, and the 200-foot tidal wave comes and just blasts them away, and you're just going, yes. Next is the Statue of Liberty. I know it's the Statue of Liberty. And sure enough, boom, Statue of Liberty.
I forgot she was in that movie. Dude, I always had the biggest crush on Tia Leone.
David Duchovny.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, why is the Statue of Liberty always got to get destroyed?
I mean, things have to happen.
I mean,
because that's the symbol of freedom.
Killing the world? Yeah, so you got, I mean, like you look at Planet of the Apes. And
well,
it's like
America's the only place that counts in the whole world. That's why Statue of Liberty gets destroyed.
I mean, it's given to us by the French, for God's sakes. I mean,
well, I know.
You know,
Dean, don't be talking about history books.
I know. Screw history books, man. Let's talk about geography for a minute.
Yeah, don't look up.
Did I tell you the story about the Great Wall of China?
No.
Okay, so we're all hanging out. We're all hanging out by the pool, and this is at one of the events that we go to. We're all hanging out at the pool, and there's a Japanese guy that just came to the U.S. and he's getting ready to do his 4-year tour here.
Yeah,
and this guy walks up, and everyone is very comfortable at this point, and this guy walks up. He's very serious. He's way comfortable, and he goes, "Hey, man, how'd y'all build that Great Wall?" And I'm like, "Finish the sentence. Finish the sentence. Finish the sentence. China, Great Wall of China. He's from Japan. How the fuck would he know? They've been trying to kill each other for years."
Yeah. Well,
and I'm like, and the poor guys just look at him like, "I don't know how to answer you, dumb American." And so I'm like, so then geography continues throughout the night, and there's an Indian fella there, and we started talking about Asia as a continent, and he goes, "No, I'm from the continent.
Right.
I'm Asian, Asia, And he's like, "No, you're not." I'm like, everyone failed this class.
It was the same guy.
Yeah, no, this was a different guy. It was a very ethnic group. And then I raised my hand and go, "So Fernando's from Mexico. Do you know he's also North American?"
Yeah, exactly.
And they're like, "No, he's not. He's from Mexico. That's South America." And I go, God, "You guys are fucking geniuses."
Oh, and Canadians and North Americans. What?
Oh, no, they're Canadians.
Yeah.
They're just Canadians. I told, when I started working with Fernando, I told him, I said, "Hey, man, I want you to understand something. Most Americans feel like everything below Texas is Mexico."
Yeah.
Everything below Texas. Well, he goes, no, Texas is below Mexico. Or Mexico is below Texas. I said, no. You don't understand. From Mexico, from all the way down in Antarctica, all the way up. Y'all Mexicans.
Right, exactly.
And he goes, no. And I go, yeah.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
he never worked with a white guy 24/7 like that.
Yeah.
So many years later, he goes, which every now and then he'll pop in and go, you were right. I'm like, what specific? Give me specifics, because I'm not to say I'm right a lot of times, but yeah, I have my moments. And he goes, the whole Texas thing. I go, yeah. He goes, dude, everyone thinks.
Yeah.
He goes, it doesn't bother me because I'm from Mexico, but these other guys, they get all pissed off.
Get mad, yeah. Oh, if they're Puerto Rican? Oh no.
Oh, dude,
no.
or from any other Latin American country, it's like they
Right.
lose their shit. I'm not from there. I'm from here.
Right.
Not now. Don't care. Nobody cares. I do, but
Right.
I think it's hilarious.
Man,
And not in a funny way, just in a sad way, like this movie where you're just watching, oh fuck,
this isn't cool.
No, it's just like, god damn it.
But I was off for 2 weeks. I watched so much stuff. I watched.
Okay, go.
All right.
Let's see if I've watched any of this.
Have you watched? There's a Hulu documentary about Von Dutch, the company.
Yes, I haven't watched it, but I didn't know what it was about. It looked good.
3-part series.
Yeah, that's watchable.
Dude, it is so good. It captures that moment in time, like when Von Dutch was on Vin Diesel's shirt till they started calling it Von Douche. And there's a murder involved in there.
Ooh,
there's
really?
there's so much shit I didn't know about that was in it. There's super racism involved in it. There's it's
all right.
it's
I'm down.
crazy.
So thumbs up. Okay, gotta watch that. All right, Hulu.
I've watched. I didn't finish The Witcher.
I'm gone back. I'm actually went back and started watching it again.
I am on the part where Yennefer finally meets back up with Geralt, and she just stole Ciri, by tricking her into she has Ciri make the portal, tricks her into the portal. Episode ends.
Good scene.
So
good episode.
That's why
that was the fire face guy, or the guy that can do the fire.
Right. Yeah.
And Kite, whatever. The Witcher just kicked everyone's ass.
Right. As the Witcher does.
Yeah, I went back. I'm watching it. I'm on episode 3. I went back and started watching it over again. Yeah. Way better the second time.
I'm gonna rewatch because I'm sure I'm missing so much stuff just trying to keep up with the storyline.
Yeah, now that I know what happens, I'm just taking it in nice and slow, and it's because
I'll tell you so
much shit.
You know what threw me off? I Googled this. I was like, did they change this girl?
Which girl?
She looked Ciri.
Oh no, she's the same girl.
It's the same, but she just she literally grew up between the last season
it was
and this one.
3 years or 2 years between there, so, but dude.
But I wasn't the only person that thought this, because when I Googled it, it was literally the first, there was several articles about it.
Oh, so could you imagine what their contact budget has to be? How many thousands of dollars they're spending on contacts? I mean, Yennefer's got purple eyes, Ciri's got green eyes, and he's got yellow eyes. And it's
until he does drinks that. What's that shit that he drinks? Did they ever tell?
That's their elixir. You didn't go back and watch the cartoon?
No, I gotta watch the cartoon.
I gotta watch the cartoon,
man.
Because you'll understand. You'll understand. So the cartoon explains to you why the castle, the keep, is all fucked up. And why there's no more Witchers.
They explain all the Witcher shit in the cartoon, right?
Yes. Explain the whole thing.
I gotta watch it because that's what I want to know. I want to know about the Witcher.
You'll also understand why there's kind of that love-hate relationship with the Witchers. How some people we don't want your kind around here.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll leave. No, we're gonna kill you. Nah, it's not gonna happen.
I thought the Witchers were just like Mexicans. We don't want you around here. But we need some farm work done, so maybe we could work a little deal out.
No, there's a much more. Yeah, so there's a scene in this where he's I think it's episode 2. It was 1 or 2 where they're talking, him and Vladimir or whatever, the old guy. He's out there doing Vesemir. So they're fighting on the poles. He's fighting on the poles, training on the poles, and he comes down and he says, we learned a long time ago not to get involved in kings and queens and courtship and all that other crap. He makes that statement. That references the cartoon and you'll understand after watching that why it was like, yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Yeah, you should stay away from that shit. But like the funny thing is, so like when the three-headed witch basically is what it is, the red, white, and black witch that
Right.
she fucks this whole thing up. She's the bad guy in this. If you haven't
Right.
figured that out yet,
Yeah,
she's the big bad, and
all you got to do is ask.
Yeah, and so those two goofballs, the elf and the other chick,
whatever they are. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but
yeah, the annoying one in the silver robe. Anyways, they're drinking the Kool-Aid. Like, yeah, I know this is wrong, but you'll make me pregnant. You'll give me an army.
Right.
And Yennefer's like, nah, this is dumb, man. I'm not Hansel and Gretel. Screw this shit. And then she never fully commits, although she becomes really close in that, as the series goes on. But
well, as we seen last I seen, she done what the witch wanted.
Yes, but
at this point, but I don't know what happens.
Yeah, and I'm not going to spoil it for you, but Yennefer, suffice it to say, is the only one that's like, this is dumb.
Right. She like, you know what's going on.
Yeah. All right. So what else did you watch?
I watched all of Cobra Kai season 4. Binge watched it.
Dude, I have not watched any of that.
Yeah, it's like, do you have nostalgia for like the Karate Kids?
No,
then it's probably not going to hit for you really good.
No.
But what I love about Cobra Kai, nobody is 100% good. Nobody's 100% bad. Everyone has flaws.
Yeah.
So there's times when it's like you're not always. Matter of fact, a lot of times you're ruined. Like, I don't want Daniel's son to win whatever this is because he's acting like a rich asshole right now.
Right. Yeah.
And there's times when it's like you think Johnny's redeemed, but then he does something stupid. And this season in particular, they brought back Terry Silver, the knockoff Steven Seagal from Karate Kid 2 or 3. And it gets pretty good. So
nice.
It depends. They're only 30 minutes, so it's an easy watch.
Yeah, Did you watch The Wheel of Time? Did you watch that at all? I finished that ended, so I finished watching that, and I was just kind of like, oh man, the ending was stupid.
Really?
It kind of left me wanting more. But up to the ending, it wasn't bad. Yeah, put it this way, it was predictable, and you were just like, and it left like the biggest cliffhanger ever for season 2. So you're just like, oh my god, what's gonna happen? Well, we kind of know it'll be in the second episode of whatever happens in season 2. So what else you got?
I'm trying to think what else I watched. I watched TV wise. I don't know that.
Down.
I need to write it down. The ones that I remembered are the ones that I liked. I really enjoyed, but I know I watched a bunch of dumb shit in between.
Have you watched Hannah yet?
No. That's the girl with the powers or whatever?
No, she's not. Well, she's just a badass assassin girl.
Yeah.
Oh, our strippers are back.
I think they changed one letter and they come back in.
Yeah.
They're persistent.
Yeah. Good for them.
So, listen, what I want to know is, how do you strip without clothing?
Good.
Food for thought.
Yeah, that's definitely good. No question about it. Love to have that debate with that robot.
So did Dean.
I watched Vegas force his family to eat. Dude, it smelled so bad. Oh my gosh.
It tastes like blackberry though. It tastes pretty good.
Yeah, I mean it tasted okay. I mean, I'm not gonna say I had to leave the show because I had an upset stomach and had to shit my brains out, but after I had it, I mean it was pure coincidence. It was just pure coincidence. But if you wondered why I left the show, that would be why.
I once I forced them to eat it, I was like, I think about putting this up as a TikTok or something. I was like, I'm not gonna do this. I'm just gonna send it to the dudes.
Sad. It was so sad that they were like,
they're like this with everything though. It could be like, I'm trying to give you a piece of licorice. I don't like licorice. You love licorice. Yeah, but why are you trying to give it to me? It's one of those.
Well, okay, since we're talking about licorice, if you were to eat anything during this movie, since it would have been your last meal,
Right.
what would it was? What would it be? What would it was? Jesus.
Oh,
What would
dude.
it have been?
Right now, because I'm back on the low carb train, the keto stuff, it would have just been all carbs. Like I'm dying, I'm just dying fat. Let's just do it. It's just like I'll take an Olive Garden.
So what is your dream meal? Let's go there. So like
like death row meal?
Death row meal. What are we talking?
All right, so we're talking the biggest steak in history.
Okay.
Juiciest steak, actually from a place called Doe's. I love that place. It would
Doing
have
like a T-bone, so you
no,
get
no,
both
no,
cuts.
no.
Or we're doing a giant fillet.
No, I'm a ribeye guy. Give me the ribeye.
Okay.
I want the fat in there. Maybe like a Wagyu beef. I've never had a Wagyu like a A5. So that steak.
So we're talking thick though, right?
We're
like
talking a thick boy, right?
Like inch and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I'm gonna have a heart attack and die just making it.
Exactly.
Okay.
I could substitute it for a very good pork chop if I were to substitute.
No, this is death meal, man. So
yeah,
it's gotta be that.
Then the baked potato, of course. I gotta have the baked potato.
5-pound baked potato.
Yep. And
now, are we doing loaded baked potato?
Loaded only one way. I don't like cheese. I like sour cream, butter, and salt and pepper.
Chives? No chives?
I could do chives, yeah. Chives are
bacon?
Fine.
No bacon.
I don't do bacon. I don't do cheese.
So basically, you want the Wendy's special.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay. So
but like an actual good potato.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I get it.
And then I want... Okay. Did you ever have a marketplace restaurant around you?
Yeah, I think we have one. I'm
sure
we do.
They serve like thoroughbred come in loaves.
Okay.
And it's just absolutely swimming in butter. So one of those breads.
Okay, good bread.
One of those breads.
How do you fall on the potato bread? Like a potato roll bread?
Potato bread that much.
Okay, all right. Just curious.
I'm more of a pretzel roll guy if we're going that way.
Yeah, okay. That's good.
But I'll listen. Bread's bread. Like there's very few breads I don't. Like.
Do you have Buffalo Wild Wings by you?
Yeah.
Have you had their everything bagel pretzels that they make?
No. Are they good?
Oh fuck yeah.
That's a cheat day meal.
Yeah, that's a.
So
you get those, and then you get the so you get that, and then for dinner you get the chicken breast, the grilled chicken breast with celery.
Yeah.
And it's a wash.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because there's only like 6 on a plate, so you only get like 2. It's not like you're like, oh, I'm fat, yay. Okay, so we have the bread, we have the steak, the potato, the bread.
Right. And we need a dessert.
No greens? Fuck greens.
I'm dying. Why? I'm dying. Who cares?
I don't know.
Like you can do like a Mexican corn on the cob, like the with the elote and all that on there.
Yeah. You like that?
The vegetable.
Okay, no, that's fine. What about? Okay, so have you ever Oscared your steak?
No.
Did you know what it is?
No, I don't.
So when you get a steak Oscared, they put crab meat on top of it with like hollandaise sauce.
Oh shit!
Oh, you've never done it?
No, that sounds good though.
If you ever go to a restaurant and they offer, would you like your steak Oscared? Say yes. Pay the extra $20 or whatever the fuck it is, and try it. It's fabulous. I've had them Oscar other things than steak because I don't eat steak. Like a pork chop Oscared. It's like yeah, do that. But it's really.
I'll try that. Crab meat's good. I'm not huge seafood, but like crab meat, lobster, shrimp.
No, we were out one night and they asked Fernando and I go, yeah, give it to him. He was like, I'm like, trust me, man, you'll love it. Like,
well, I got a Red Lobster and I'm like, yeah, of course I'm getting the surf and turf. I'm not just gonna get the steak. Yes, I'm getting the lobster tail and I'm dipping it in that butter.
Yeah, and just kept them Cheddar Bay biscuits coming. Woo-hoo!
Oh, dude, them Cheddar Bay biscuits. Those are life changing.
So what are we doing for dessert?
Oh, dude, dessert. See, this is so very hard. Banana pudding ranks high on that list. Only because that's just like something that we eat for holidays around here.
Have you had the banana pudding cheesecake from the Cheesecake Factory?
Yeah, I didn't like it that much.
Okay. It's fair. I wasn't overwhelmed with it either. I just was curious if you had it.
See, the thing is, I really don't like artificial banana flavoring.
We
So
don't need
we
to go
do.
there. Just let it go.
The
Just
way
let
we
it
do
go.
our banana pudding is we use vanilla pudding and just cut some bananas up, put them in there.
Yeah, I get it. You just suck.
But
Anyways,
there's this place in Memphis, right off of I-40. It's called Cozy Corner. Best
okay,
barbecue place that I've been to in Memphis. They do a banana pudding there. There are so many vanilla cookies in there that
right.
it's more like a cake than a pudding. And it is off the charts good. It would be between that or maybe even a bread pudding. Something like that. Or like there's so many options dessert. I love cheesecake. Like I like regular cheesecake from Cheesecake Factory with sour cream on it. Have you had that?
Say that again. I'm sorry. I was trying to find Fro's movie. Type it in again, Fro. I didn't see what it was.
Oh, I got a
Oh,
surprise for you for next week.
oh, cool. Yeah. Type it in. Type it in again,
Yeah, I
Fro. I
can't.
didn't see what it was. All right. No. What was that you were asking if I've ever had?
The Cheesecake Factory original. Just the original. It's cheese
Straight, just regular cheesecake.
with sour cream on top.
No, I've never had that.
It's
To
actually
me,
really good.
I'm sure it's fabulous. I mean,
It sounds like super gross, but for whatever reason, it's good.
Cool as ice. What the hell
Oh,
is that?
is that the Vanilla Ice movie?
I mean, if it
Go
is, I'm down.
ninja, go ninja, go.
Oh no, that was terrible. All right, hold on. It's on Netflix. I mean, my problem, like if I'm going to Cheesecake Factory, I just can't get
The plain.
basic cheesecake, because it's just like. But do you remember like how did you have Olive Garden back in the day?
Yeah.
Do you remember when they used to make like big New York cheesecake with chocolate on top?
Oh yeah.
Dude, that was the best. Like,
And their desserts have fallen off so hard at Olive Garden. Like
yeah.
tiramisu, their tiramisu is good. I don't like their tiramisu though.
All right, I'm looking for Cool as Ice. I don't see it anywhere.
Cool as ice.
They said it was on Netflix.
Let me see. IMDb. I'll pull it up on the screen here. 1991.
Oh, geez, that's gotta suck.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a horrible movie. Oh yeah. You don't remember this?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. With the motorcycle.
Yeah. Why would you guys want us to watch that shitty movie and then have me tell you how shitty it is? I mean, don't I? Can't we get like movies that aren't gonna suck?
No.
What about Ghostbusters? Have you seen the new Ghostbusters?
I want to. That's
That's
on the
out.
list to see. Yeah, I just
But
hadn't seen it
we
yet.
can buy that now. I mean, you have to pay for it, but I mean,
We
I'm
pay
sure
for
it's
our
20.
movie. We rarely don't pay for a movie we review on here.
You want to review the
Well,
Ghostbusters? Okay,
yeah,
wait.
I do at
Wait.
some point. But hold up. I got a surprise for you. I have a
Okay.
guest next week.
Oh, sweet.
So we have Mr. Byron Chambliss. He is as big a nerd as us.
Okay.
Really cool guy. And I told him, I was like, man, give me 5 movies
Okay.
that you want to watch next week, and I'm gonna let Dean pick one. And,
Okay.
and he has some solid picks. So
I watched the James Bond movie. It was awesome, but it made me sad. I didn't want him to die. I don't think he's dead.
Oh,
He's
the
never
last
died.
one. Right.
Yeah, I don't think he died. I think
So-
it's bullshit.
His first pick is Looper,
Sucked. Okay.
Terminator Salvation,
Sucked. Okay.
Spawn,
The original? Oh,
1997.
yeah, the original. The
Uh-huh.
cartoon was better, but okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't watched that in a long time. All right. I'm interested. There's
You're
actually
digging back. Johnny Mnemonic.
Okay, hold on a second. You can't see them, but this whole shelf right here, these are all spawns.
Yeah.
Like all that is Spawn shit.
I wasn't into
Not
comic books
surprising.
back in the day. That's the only comic book I actually bought and read.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like all that shit there's tons of Spawn. Anyways, a nerd. Anyways, go ahead. All right,
And
so
then
Spawn, Johnny
Johnny
Mnemonic.
Mnemonic,
Wow, that was with Keanu Reeves. That's an old
Right.
movie. God, I don't even think
1995.
Yeah, okay.
And
All right.
Law Abiding Citizen, which I've watched this. it's good.
Ooh, with Jamie Foxx.
No. Wait up. Let me see who's got in it again.
That's the Scottish guy, and Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, let me. Matter of fact, let me pull it up because I think I know I've watched this movie.
Yeah, Johnny Mnemonics is terrible. I know,
Yeah.
bro. I'm with you there. Law-abiding citizens should be. Well, okay.
Yes. I just watched that. That's a recent. Let me share it here.
Yeah. That was good.
Yeah. With Fat Gerard Butler. No, this is a different one, right?
No, that's it. Gerard Butler is the guy that goes to jail.
Right.
And Jamie Foxx is the guy that tries to prosecute him. And he goes to
Right.
jail, and he is the secret CIA spooky guy that does they killed the wrong guy. Yep, that's it.
That's it.
Ooh, that's
so
a
what
cool
you feeling?
movie. See, that's a really cool movie that I've seen dozens of times. So that kind of feels like I'm robbing myself of the joy there. Johnny Mnemonic. What was the third one? Spawn. Man. Because the movie just left you wanting more, but damn, I haven't seen that in a long time.
Me neither. And I think I might have only seen that once.
Because I actually, one of the shelves somewhere has all the comics, the HBO, when HBO did the comics. That was really cool.
Oh, the Spawn penguin is so fucking gross, man. Like the way they do them. Remember that? He's like the penguin.
Oh, the character. Fat guy. Yeah, the fat guy. He's
I don't remember his name, but he's so
sitting
gross
right over
in
here.
movie.
He's literally sitting right over here. God damn it. Yeah, he's the clown.
Yeah.
Let's watch Spawn. Screw it. Let's watch Spawn.
Good.
Spawn. I haven't seen it in a while. Yeah, that'd be cool. I was a big Spawn fan. Yeah. So
it'll be fun. We'll have a guest. It'll be a menage a trois.
I'm gonna leave that one alone. So what did we decide for your dessert?
Dessert. We're going with the Cozy Corner banana pudding.
Okay. All right. So we got a big ass steak, monster potato with sour cream, chives, and butter, and
the loaf of
bread.
Bread.
Yeah, butter. We got butter bread. Screw butter beer. We got butter bread.
Exactly.
We got butter bread, and we got some banana pudding off to the side. And then the planet explodes. And don't look up.
And I might even eat after that. Who knows?
You're going to be dead after that. If the food doesn't kill you, the planet's exploding will.
I'm literally googling marketplace butter bread, and I'm not seeing it. So yeah,
that's all right, man. Somebody will have to make it for you.
Yeah,
just stick a whole stick of butter. Honestly, to me, that sounds like when I go out to a restaurant and they have real butter and bread. It's like, could you bring me more butter? Like just when you go to the Cheesecake Factory and they bring you that plate of salted butter, and you're just like, you didn't bring enough butter. Like,
I'm like that. If I'm eating like pancakes or waffles, like dude, I'm putting some butter on there, real butter, not margarine. Like if you got butter,
pancakes and waffles, the butter really it's the bread, the hot bread with like butter is like but pancakes and waffles, I could care less. I'm more of a syrup guy. So it's
see, I would rather have more, but I would just have more butter and like the light drizzle of syrup.
See, and that's where I get even worse because I want the sugar-free stuff. Because
I tried with the
like the taste of that better than the regular stuff. It's like, can I get the sugar-free? And then just why? I'm like, because I like it better. No one
it's like acceptable. So I tried it and I was like, it's acceptable.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of just got the okay. Well,
I thought 25 was hard. I thought I was gonna say buttermilk biscuits. Missed opportunity.
I know. I was thinking the same thing. So my salad is reaping in the corner. Pour the flour, roll the dough. Anyways, I think that's it for now. We have the movie for next week, which is Spawn. Thank you all for playing along with us. Yes, watch this movie, please.
Yeah.
Just let us know what you think.
It'd be fun.
Yeah.
Especially if you never watched it.
Yeah. Do your homework assignment, people. Good God.
Yeah.
Get better movies, man. Jesus Christ.
Get good.
Shitty movies.
Get good, bro.
All right, guys. Well, you have a great rest of your week. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.
See ya.